What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. In today's video, I'm going to be playing Age of Sigmar, and I got one of my good friends in the house. We got a guest report today for you. What's up, Steven? Welcome back.
Hey man, not much. I'm just ready to get some games on, get these Sylvaneth out here. I love the ambush style of the army, so it's going to be really fun to pop around the board a little.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of ambush, we've been getting ambushed with all new battle tomes lately. There's all these spicy new armies, but we've forgotten about some of the armies that we love, so we're going to do some throwback armies, some stuff that we really like to play. It's going to be really exciting. I'm going to be running Slaves to Darkness today. If you're new to the channel, please take time to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And consider becoming a member. That really helps us support this channel and keep it growing, and it helps us get new equipment and all kinds of stuff so we can give you high quality battle reports. There is a link down below if you want to check out what our membership service has to offer. And big shout out to Baron of Dice, who supplies all the beautiful resin dice that we roll on this channel, and Gray Matter Games, who supplied all these battle mats and these objective markers to match. They're absolutely fantastic. There are links down below with promo codes. Please go support those businesses. Steven, that's enough talk. Let's go ahead and take a look at the armies, bro.
Let's do it.
Here are the Slaves to Darkness I'm taking today. This is a classic rank and file style list. They're going to be host of the Ever-Chosen, so I get to rally on a 5-up with some of my units, and I also get one extra Ensorcelled Banner, which is nice to get extra abilities. My general is going to be a Chaos Lord on Karkadrak. He's favored of the Pantheon, so he gets to roll in the Eye of the Gods at the beginning of the game. He has Conqueror's Crown, so if you have 1 or 2 wounds, you can't contest objectives within 6 of him, and he is also going to have the Mark of Slaanesh for speed. I've got Be'lakor in the list. Be'lakor is a monster, and he does monster things. He also is a 2-caster. He's going to know Binding Damnation for his spell from the Lore of the Damned, and he has an ability where I can shut down a unit once per battle. Super strong. Then I've got a Chaos Sorcerer Lord. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord is going to be Mark of Nurgle, so he's -1 to wound because he's very squishy. He is going to know Demonic Speed for his lore spell, and his War Scroll spell is Demonic Power for +1 to hit and wound. Climbing up the ranks of Chaos, we have 2 units of 10 Marauders. They have Mark of Nurgle and their little Dankwood shields, so they're -1 to wound, and they're going to be my screens. Then I have a tankier screen. These guys have 2 wounds and a 3-up save. They're Chaos Warriors. They also have the Mark of Nurgle for that -1 to wound, and they're going to have Murderous Weapons. So quite a few attacks coming out of these guys. I've got 1 reinforced unit of Knights. They are going to be Mark of Slaanesh, and they're going to have the Banner of Screaming Flesh. So if they charge, they're going to get an extra attack. Then I have a reinforced unit of Chosen. They're fantastic. They do tons of damage. Mark of Nurgle, -1 to wound. Eroding Icon, -1 to rend from attacks coming into them. Here are the dice that I'm going to be taking today. These are classic OG Battleshock Wargaming dice, and that 6 is the helmet. All right, there you have it. Host of the Ever-Chosen. Let's see what Steven brought.
Hey guys, today I'm bringing my Sylvaneth army out, and it's going to be a Gnarlroot sub-faction. It's going to allow me to roll 3d6 instead of 2d6 when I cast a spell. It's also going to be using the Dwindling Season of War, which allows me some rerolls on my casts. My general for today is the Warsong Revenant. He is going to have the Spellsinger command trait and the Tunnel Master aspect of the champion. Spellsinger is going to allow me to use my trees as if they were a portal. Tunnel Master is going to allow me to reset up when I need. Next up is the Tree Lord Ancient. He has the Vespral Gem, which is going to allow me to cast 1 spell out of my Wildwood lore without having to cast. It will just go auto off. He also has a once per battle ability that is going to allow him to set up a tree on the table whenever I need it. Next up is Drycha. You can't have a good Sylvaneth army without Drycha. She's going to give me plus melee attacks or plus range attacks when I need them. She also has an additional point of rend spell that I put on her called Tree Song. This little guy right here is my Mushroom Man. He's acting as my Battle Mage of Gur. He has the +2 to charge spell on him, so that's really going to be pivotal when it comes to Strike and Fade. Endless spells for today are the Spite Swarm Hive, which will give me +3 to my charges, so now we're at +5, and the Chronomatic Cogs. This is going to allow me a reroll when I need it, if I get those double 1s and I don't want to go with that. Next up, we have 5 Tree Revenants. I'm using them mainly for objective control. They're going to teleport around the table, get onto an objective, really be a threat. I also have 2 10-man units of Dryads. They're going to be my Tar Pit units. They're -1 to hit, -1 to wound when they're around trees. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. And then finally, I have the big Hammer unit, 6-man unit of Kurnoth Scythes. They're going to be striking and fading, moving around the table, doing what they got to do, And then finally, these are the dice I'm going to be using today. Those little antlers are the 6s. Hoping to roll a whole bunch of them. Let's see how it goes. That's my army for today. Dave, let's go check out the mission.
All right, before we take a look at the battle plan, big shout out to everybody on this wall. These are lords and commanders in our membership service, and we really appreciate the added support. These folks are helping us keep this channel going and growing. So today we are playing Hours for the Taking. This is a 3-objective battle. We can deploy very close to each other if we choose. The scoring is a little different, so you score 1 victory point if you hold your own objective, 1 if you hold the center objective, and 2 if you hold the enemy objective. You'll get an extra victory point if you hold the center objective with the Galatian champion, and we also will be scoring battle tactics and grand strategies. My grand strategy is take what's theirs. Steven, what's your grand strategy, buddy?
My grand strategy is also takes what's theirs.
All right, let's take each other's.
Well, let's do it.
All right, let's get on and see who has initiative. All right, we are back from going through the armies, doing deployment, and I had initiative because I was a 1-drop army, and Steven was 3 drops or 4 drops or something like that. So I have decided to give Steven the first turn, and we're gonna get right into it. Before he gets started, you've seen the list, you've seen the deployment. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Who do you think is gonna win this battle? Is it gonna be the OG Slaves to Darkness, host of the Everchosen, or is it gonna be Sylvaneth, Gnarlroot, teleporty shenanigans style? Comment down below. Okay. What are you going to do for your battle tactic, Steven?
So battle tactic, I'm going to take one out of the book. It is
book tactic.
The book tactics.
Of course.
So easy.
Starting in with the book tactics.
Harness the spirit paths. Basically, all I need to do is, if I've been set up from the Wildwood depths, I just need to make a charge. I'm hoping to be +5 charge at the end of this turn.
Oh,
so,
you are going to be.
So we will see how that goes.
The deploy is kind of funny. I wanted to really stack my home objective because in this one you get more points if you steal the person's home objective. So I stacked it pretty good, but in doing so, my wizards are super far away, so they can't unbind anything. So he's going to be able to cast uninhibited. Before you get into your hero phase, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things. I'm going to do Favor to the Pantheon with my general. He's going to get a Eye of the Gods enhancement.
Ooh, that's a high roll.
He can pick anyone in the book, so we'll put a pin in that. He's not going to turn into a Demon Prince. Sorry, guys. Demon Princes suck. He's not going to turn into a Demon Prince. I get to pick anything out of the book, though, so we'll get that figured out in a second. Now I'm going to roll for the Chosen. The Chosen roll of 3, I'm gonna need to look that up. We'll be right back. I'll tell you what I did with the Karkadract and the buff for the Chosen. All right, we're back from doing Eye of the Gods abilities. I got Flames of Chaos for the Chosen, which is garbage, but the first spell that that gets cast on them, they ignore it on a 2-up. So, and then for my general, I gave him Slaughterer Strength. He's gonna improve the rend of all of his weapons by 1 until the end of the battle. So that's pretty good. Heroic actions, shall we?
Heroic actions, I think we're just going to take a command point. We're going to get it on the general on a 5, so we are going to get that.
Okay, so you've got 2 command points plus 1, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Yep, I'm going to give it to my general, so I have 3 command points plus 1.
Actually, before we even start casting, we're going to go ahead and use our once per game ability. I think you knew this was coming, though.
Yep, you're doing a tree.
And we're going to set up a tree. Now we'll get into some casting. We'll go ahead and we'll do the War Scroll spell out of him. Actually, yeah, we'll start with that.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do with that. So we get 3d6 to roll, and we just choose the 2, and this is re-rollable as well. So we got an 8, 9. Let's just do that again. I want to see if I can get some higher numbers there. That's not much better, but we'll get a 7.
Okay.
Plus 1 is an 8.
Okay, so we're going to do 8 dice on every unit within 9, and 5 ups are mortal wounds,
8.
correct?
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with the Marauders on the outside flank.
Okay, we'll start with the Marauders. Oh, we can drop 1 there. I'll put that in there. So we're going to go 2 mortal wounds onto them.
Okay, 2 mortal wounds on the Marauders, and let's move to the other set of Marauders.
Okay. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 to them.
Okay, 4 on second set of Marauders. Let's go Chaos Lord on Karkadract.
Come on, big numbers. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto him. That's a good roll.
Nice, very, very good roll. I'm going to go ahead and roll a 5-up ward with my Chaos Rune Shield. 1, so he takes 4 wounds.
Okay, and we'll go with the Chosen.
Okay.
On the horsies. And they're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, good roll. 6 into the horses, 5s to ignore. Ignore 1. So 1 horse goes down and 1 takes 2 wounds.
Into the warriors in the front.
Okay.
They're going to take 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
They take 1 wound.
Okay, and then the chosen in the back.
Okay.
And they're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good roll.
They don't have a mortal wound save. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some models. We'll be right back and we'll continue with casting. Not a bad pop. I think you did 15 mortal wounds.
Yep.
Pretty good.
21's pretty freaking good from the start.
Yeah, so now we are gonna continue with casting. What's next?
All right, so second spell out of him. I think we're gonna try to get the Spite Swarm hideout.
Okay.
So that's gonna go off on a 6.
6 plus 1 is 7.
So it is
You're
gonna
good.
go
Yep.
off.
Spite Swarm's coming out.
Spite Swarm's coming out. We're just gonna pop that right back here in the back.
Okay.
That's his 2 spells. I think Drycha is going to go ahead and go Mystic Shield onto the unit of Kurnoth.
Okay.
And she's going to get that on a 9.
Yep, goes off. So the Kurnoths are buff.
Just put an Arcane Bolt on him because there's not really else to do. So we got that on us.
Okay, goes off. And then you got your Battle
And then
Mage.
we got the little Battle Mage. He's +1 because he's in his realm. This goes off on a 4. Yep, got on an 8. We're
It
going
goes
to
off
give
super
+2
hard.
to charge to them.
Okay.
At the end of this turn as well, we're going to activate the Spite Swarms 5 and give them +3 to charge. So they are now +5
Okay.
to charge.
And you got to roll that. So
On a 2
2 up.
We got it.
Okay, so now you're +5 to charge.
Now we're +5 to charge.
Okay, cool.
I think that is everything for my hero phase. That's all of my casting. There aren't any commands to give out or anything. So yeah, that will be my hero phase.
All right, I have no hero phase stuff to do, so we'll get right into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what Steven did. We're back from Steven's movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the scythes.
Okay, so the sides use from the Woodland's Depth ability that allows them to set up wholly within 9 of an awakened wildwood tree there. With that +5 to charge, they're going to probably try to get right inside there on that big old block of guys. The Dryads just both ran. Otter ran them for a 6. They got a 6, so we're going to get that objective with a couple models on it, which is all we need for points right now. Tree Devs came over, kind of shored up a little bit of a shield there in case those Chaos Knights get in. Moved my heroes up a little bit. Got my Ancient into position as well with the portal. Be able to port through the trees for himself. It's going to get him in range to actually start shooting at his general. So we'll see if we can pop him off.
Absolutely. So let's get set up for shooting. All right, Steven is looking at my general. He's right here. So he's going to shoot with his Tree Lord Ancient shots. I'm going to use the command point that I generated for all-out defense. And then Lookout Sir will also give me a -1 to hit.
Yep, and I'm going to use command point to just give myself +1 to hit. I'm already hitting on 2s, but I want to keep it there. If I can get both of these throughs, then it's game over, but you're on a 3-up save, so we'll see. All right, so 2s to hit. Nope, failed 1, so he's not dying this turn. 3s to wound, got that. It's at a -1. You got at 5, he's
We're
good. Okay, so shooting is all done.
Shooting complete. All right, I'm glad that you didn't do any extra damage to my general just yet. Let's get set up for charges.
Sounds great. All right, so for charges, we just have the sides this turn. We're gonna see where they go. We got a 7, that's +5. That is a
12-inch charge.
12-inch charge.
Very nice. We're gonna move him in.
Yep, let's go where we want.
All right, Steven is charged in. He had a 12-inch charge. He was able to get 4 scythes onto the horses and 2 scythes in the marauders. I am going to do a command point to do all-out defense on the horses, and then as he's fighting into the marauders, he's going to be -1 to wound because they are Mark of Nurgle. All right, go ahead. You can start wherever you want.
Okay, I think I'll just use my last command point here this turn and go all-out attack on these sides as well, just to get us to a 2x3 profile for the most part. And then we are going to start with some combat. So we're going to start with the horses. We're going to go 2x3s. So
2s and 3s, baby. Very nice.
Getting
Only drop
everything
1.
except for 1. And then not as good there, but that's still okay. We got 4 at a -3 for you.
Okay, 5s. Save
And
2.
So that's 4 damage.
Okay, so 1 horse goes down, and then another horse goes down because he had taken 2 wounds. So 2 horses die.
Okay, and then we'll do the other 2 guys. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me do 1 more dice. I had the leader in there.
Oh,
as
sure,
well.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
2s by 3s. 1 more at -3. Sorry about that.
That's okay. 5. We're good.
Okay, cool. And then we'll do the other 2 guys right here. 2s by 4s.
Correct, because of -1 to wound.
Yep, so we're doing that and that. And then we'll go 4s here into the marauders. Dropping dice. And then we'll just go 1 at a -3. I think that goes straight through, right?
2
First
marauders
damage.
are going to go down. Okay, Steven is done with his strike and fade. He has decided to put the scythe just on the outside of the Tree Lord Ancient so he can guard and body block his heroes, but also if I get within 3 inches of Tree Lord Ancient, he can do ground check or stop and make me fight last. So very defensive position, very good turn. Let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and score him up. All right, we are back from Steven's turn. It was a high-powered turn. Steven, how many points?
I got 4 points. I control this and the center, and then I got my battle tactic, which was complete a charge.
Absolutely. So the score is currently 4-0. I did lose 2 Marauders to Battle Shock, and just so you know, I did use the Chaos Chosen ability while he was moving because we forgot that I was ignoring the first spell, and I rolled a 1, so I still took those 5 mortal wounds.
Yes.
I rolled Battle Shock for everybody else, so we're good to go there. We're going to go ahead and get into my turn. My battle tactic is going to be Lust for Power, and my Karkadrak is going to roll on the Eye of the Gods table at the end of this turn. We're going to go ahead and do some heroic actions. My heroic action is going to be Recovery on my General.
Got it on 10?
Don't think I got it on a 10. I think he's Brave 9. No healing for me.
And I think I will just take a command point out of the Tree Lord Ancient, and we'll get it on a 5.
Okay, cool. So you're up to 1+1,
Yep.
and then I'm up to 2 command points because I did use 1 to auto-pass Bravery on my horses. We're going to go ahead and use one of my 2 command points right now, and we are going to try to get some horses back. I rally on 5 ups, and I've lost 3. We get 1 horse back. So I'll put that back, and then we'll continue. Let's cast a Mystic Shield on the Chosen.
Okay.
That goes off on an 11.
We'll try it from the Tree Lord Ancient, why not? And we got a 7. So no.
You want to re-roll with the Dwindling?
Yeah, why not? No. It's a
Okay.
7 again.
Then Be'lakor is just going to Arcane Bolt on a 10. Let's try to cast Demonic Speed on the horses.
Okay, that's one.
That's on a 9.
Okay, and then we'll do that out of home.
Okay.
+1 doesn't matter that. That's a 10-11.
Nice. No Demonic Speed for me. Okay. That is it for casting. I believe that's it for Hero Phase. So we'll go ahead and get into my movement, and we'll show you what I did.
Hey, welcome back. We are at the end of Dave's movement phase. What'd you do?
I ran the Chaos Warriors. I ran my Chaos Sorcerer Lord, so he is away from the trees for now. I ran my Chosen so they can get mid-board and do their thing once they get there. I ran Be'lakor so he can get mid-board and do what he does. I ran the Marauders onto the objective. I ran the horses onto the objective. I just walked with my Karkadrak, and Steven redeployed a nice fat 6 inches with those Dryads to kind of plug the objective up and make me deal with them. And then my 3-man Marauder squad is still reeling from getting magicked to death last turn, but they're still on the board, which is cool. A weak little screen, maybe, probably not. And that's it. I did unleash my Arcane Bolt on this unit, so one of those Dryads is dead. And we're going to go ahead and get into charges because there's no shooting. Okay, so I am going to use a command point to charge with these horses. They're Sylvaneth, so the leader, which is my Karkadrak, can tell them to charge right now, even though they ran. They're +1 to charge, and I am rolling the lowest dice to a 4 when I charge.
Nice.
So
Can't fail it.
0 command points, and then let's charge. Okay, that's an 11. So 11's good. Okay, horses have finished their charge. Let's go ahead and charge with Karkadrak. He rolls a 6. +1 is 7 because he's Slanesh, so he's going to go in. I just finished charging you. I'm going to do a Brutish Rampage. On a 2-up, you take D3 mortal wounds. You do. 2 mortal wounds into Dryads. Okay, Steven, so I'm all piled in with all of my stuff. Yeah, I think I'm about as piled in as I'm going to be.
Okay.
I get fight first when I charge you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after it fights, I can pick a Chaos Knight unit that is wholly within 12 of him, and that unit can fight immediately. So I'm just going to fight with both of my units, and then we'll see how many Dryads are left.
All right.
So the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak is going to fight with his Hexed Battle Axe first. This is 4 attacks. 4's 4s because of your minus to hit and wound. And it's going to be -2 because of Unholy Flames, 2 damage. So this is going to be 4s and 4s. 1 hit, and then come on, baby, punch it through. Yep, that's 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yep, at -2.
We'll just take those. We'll spend our last point. Oh, we'll spend our free point here, actually. Let's all out defense them so we get at least a 6 up.
Sure, absolutely.
So let's do that. So 2 damage, we get 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Got neither. Okay.
Okay, and then this one is going to be -3. It's Demon Bound Blade, 3 attacks, 4s and 4s because of the debuff. 1 hit. Nothing. And then we've got the Tearing Horns and Claws, 4 attacks. This is 5s and 3s.
5s and 4s.
5s and 4s, yes. 5. And then 4. Nothing. Okay, so he's done. Now we're going to go over to the Knights. Okay, so now I'm going to fight with the Chaos Knights. We're going to do 4 Knights into the 5-man Dryad squad and the other 4 into the 10-man Dryad squad. So let's start with the smaller squad first. This is going to be 5s and 4s because of the debuff.
A lot of 5s in there. Good roll.
So we're looking for 4s. Oh no, okay. Okay, that's
Come
not
on,
good.
Dryads.
That's not good.
Come
Okay,
on, Dryads.
and then let's do the other 4 into the 10-man unit.
We did say in the intro that they were a tar pit unit.
Yes, they are, and then
like to hold
4s.
them there.
Okay, so you lost 6 Dryads out of that unit.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to do 3 horses into the 5-man squad and 1 horse into the 4-man squad. So let's do the 3 horses into the 5. 5s and 5s.
Got 2.
Okay, nothing. And then the other one, 5s and 5s. 1 save into the 4-man squad.
5 up. Got it.
Nice, cool.
And we're going to do our crazy attacks, 2 apiece. We got 4 guys, so 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 1 for the champion, 9. We're going to go 4s and 4s. No Ren.
I can't believe I didn't roll any 4-ups into your Dryads, man. I just needed to roll 3 4-ups and they would be dead.
Yes. So we'll do 2, no Ren. And we got them both.
We're good. And then the other unit?
4s and 4s. Hindsight, we probably should have put all this into the horses just to see if we could have nicked a couple off, but we have Mystic, no, Chosen have Mystic Shield on them.
Correct.
All right, we'll do 1.
Good.
All right.
I want to rewind real quick. I have Banner of Screaming Flesh, so I have 3 more hoof attacks into this unit and 1 more hoof attack into that unit.
Okay.
So let's go into the 5-man unit that's next to Karkadrak, 5s and 5s. Okay, make 1 save, no rend.
Nope.
Okay, we got 1 more Dryad, and then 5s and 5s. Okay, you're good there. Thank you for letting me rewind that. Fight phase complete. Let's go ahead and get into some Battle Shock. Steven's screens held really good. He's got to take Battle Shock now, though.
Yes.
Nothing
I can do about
He lost 6 out of each unit, and he's Bravery 7. So.
Yep. So let's hope for some 1s.
Okay.
That's a 5, so that's a 13. That's pretty much, yep, that's the unit here.
Yeah, that's the unit.
And then 4 plus 6 is 10, minus 7 is 3, so we got 1 there.
The leader's left, like, haha, I pinned you. Okay, we killed some trees. That was pretty fun. I'm going to roll on the Eye of the Gods table with my general. Hopefully it's to heal himself. It's a 5.
It's a 5.
That's the next time he's affected by a spell, he ignores it on a 2-up. Yep.
Which is about to come up.
It is about to come up, unless I win the roll-off. So let's get on the hero cam and score me up. All right, we are back from my turn. You might hear my goat screaming in the background, but just ignore it. So I did roll on the Eye of the Gods table. I'm going to be ignoring the first spell that I take. I completed my battle tactic and scored 4 points. So the score is 4-4, and we're gonna go ahead and get into an interesting roll-off. Let's see what happens. You went first.
Yep.
So you break ties.
I got a 3, you got a 4. Oof.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take the double here,
Yeah.
max points, and then use Bellacor's ability in your turn. I think that's a smart thing to do right now. So we'll be back for the top of Battle Round 2, Slaves of Darkness. All right, we're back for the top of Battle Round 2. I'm feeling pretty good about taking the turn. I'm not really gonna do a whole lot of damage to his army, but you know, playing against Sylvaneth, it's not always the best idea to try to damage them because they're tough to deal with and they can just teleport away from you. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna try to maximize points, and then I'm gonna try to do some control shenanigans in Steven's turn. My battle tactic is going to be Cunning Maneuver, and I'm gonna just teleport my little sorcerer over here. Yep. It's a good time to do it because he'll probably die next turn. So that's what I'm gonna do. And let's do heroic actions. I think Man, I'm really feeling a command point, but dude, I gotta heal my general. I gotta heal my general, so. Can he do it this time?
did it this time.
Now just give me that big 3 so he's full health again. Come on, ooh, there it is. Okay, so he's not full health. He has suffered 1, actually. And what are you gonna do for your heroic action, buddy?
I feel like I just need to take a command point. I feel like I want to best day ever either the Revenant or that, but it would also be silly of you to just bring your Karkadrak in here by himself. So,
Yes, he's like, I'm gonna go do so much work.
Exactly.
Do all the heavy lifting for the army.
So I think we'll just take a command point. We'll do it on the Tree Lord Ancient since he's pretty close there. We don't get it, so
Okay.
we'll stay at 3.
So right now, for my benefit, since we're starting to put command points up here, I have 2, and he has 3. And we're gonna go ahead and get into some casting. My first cast is going to be Demonic Power. We're gonna try to make these guys +1 to hit and wound, just to discourage you from trying to kill them.
Okay, and they coming out of Bellicor here?
This is coming out of
Okay. Do I have
the
30
sorcerer
on that anywhere, just to make sure first? I do not. Okay, so that's just gonna go off if you get it.
It fails,
Okay.
because I needed a 7. Okay, right here, we're gonna cast Mystic Shield on the Hammer Bros again. That goes off on a 12.
Okay, he's +1, so we might as well try with a 13. We're not gonna get it, and we'll save the reroll. It's a 12.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to do a Arcane Bolt with him
Okay.
on a nothing.
Okay.
It doesn't go
No,
off.
we will.
Darn it!
I know. I was actually thinking that's a good play right there. If you would
Yeah,
have Arcane Bolted
yeah.
that.
I want to
would've
get rid of that
Arcane Bolted the
one.
Dryad,
I want to get
and
rid of
then-
that one Dryad. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Darn it!
We were thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, you didn't want to jinx me.
I didn't want you to do it. In case you
The one
forgot,
Dryad
I
is
was
screwing
like, no,
me.
no,
He's
don't
screwing
give me
me, guys.
ideas.
That's a lot of fun. That's it for my hero phase. So let's go ahead and get the movement, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
All right, Dave. Tell me what you did.
I moved some Chaos Warriors and Bellicor over onto my back point to make it harder for Steven to seize, and I made sure to stay outside of 9 of this tree over here so they don't get exploded with mortal wounds. I ran the Chosen, they rolled a 3, ran 8 inches. I teleported my Sorcerer Lord so I can get my battle tactic. And then the Marauders ran out of the way. The Knights are pinned with the one Dryad. The Karkadrak moved within 3 of the Dryad, and then there are 3 Marauders just standing on the objective. So lots of models on that objective and my back objective, and gonna try to see if we can hopefully get into some of this stuff over here. So let's go ahead and get into charges. Okay, let's charge the Karkadrak. Karkadrak's good. He goes 7 inches. He's gonna do Brutish Rampage after his charge. D3 mortal wounds. We don't need to roll it, there's just 1 left. And then we are going to charge with the horses because they're now out of combat. They're +1 because they're Slanesh, and then they're rolling the lowest dice to a 4. So let's see what happens. So that's a 9.
Okay.
Okay, I've completed my horsey charge. I have made sure to stay outside of 3 of the Tree Lord Ancient because I don't want him to do Ground Shaker Stomp on me. He is going to Unleash Hell with Drycha, 20 dice, mortals on 6s. Let's see what happens.
All right. So we're looking at 4s and 3s because I'm -1 to hit. And we are going to go 1, 2, 3 mortals.
Okay, I'll save those on the side because I've got a mortal wound save.
And then 3s on the wounds. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at no rend. -1 rend, sorry.
Oh, what?
5 at
Okay, so
-1.
this is 4s. I fail 1.
Okay.
And
So
then,
4 in total then. And
yep,
then you got your
and then I've
5
got my 5-up mortal wound save. Not for that one because it's not a ward, so we take 2 damage.
Take 2 damage.
So 1 horse goes down, 1 takes a wound. All right, so the Chaos Knights were able to get a cheeky charge off and get into Drycha and the Warsong Revenant. I need to do enough damage to lift something right now, so I'm going to put everything into Drycha. Steven has done an all-out defense, so he's going to be on a 2-up save before rend. This is 28 attacks, 4s and 3s, -2/2. Let's see what happens. Extra attacks, guys, because of the Banner of Screaming Flesh, which gives me a +1 attack when I charge.
There we go.
Make yourself 7 saves at -2.
2, 4, 6, 7. These are 4-ups. And we're going to fail 2, 4, 6 damage. We'll take 6 damage. She will stand.
Okay, and then we're gonna fight her with 3 horses. The 3 horses are 4s and 4s.
Not as good.
It's gonna be 3 wound rolls, 1 wound,
Fail it. Damage, right?
single damage. So we did 7, not amazing. So now they're gonna have to stand and fight. Drycha is going to pile in and fight
that way,
now.
just so we're wholly within 9 of that. Drycha is going to pile that way just a little bit, and we are going to go ahead with some attacks.
Okay, I can't take commands, everybody, because I was roared, so I'm just gonna hold on to my butt.
3s and 3s, 6s are mortals. So that will be 1 mortal, and then we got 4 attacks going through.
Okay,
And 2 at a -1 as well.
4s! Save 1, fail 1. So I take a damage, and then do I take another damage?
You
I
do.
do,
So
so I
we'll
take
take
2
2.
damage. That's another horse.
Okay, and then we have 4 attacks with the slashing talons. 3s and 3s. There's 2 there, and we'll just do those 2. So 2 at a -2 this time.
Save 1,
And
fail
those are
1.
2 damage apiece.
Okay, don't have a ward, so I'm just gonna take 2 damage.
Okay. 4, 5. We're going to get 5 attacks, 3s and 3s. And just like a wizard,
Yeah.
we will get nothing.
She's doing sweet wizard stuff.
Yep, and then
Hopefully
we'll
don't roll
get
that many 1s when she casts next turn.
3 attacks, 4s and 4s, and we'll get nothing.
So no battle shock, because I only lost 2 and a bravery 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hold on to my command point, and we'll get on the hero cam and score me up.
Sounds great.
All right, we're back for my turn. It was fun. I got my horses out of combat with a cheeky charge from the general, which was fantastic. I got them in, did 7 damage to Drycha, didn't lift her, but I feel like I'm in a pretty good position here. I scored 5 points because I hold this one and that one, each worth 1, completed my battle tactic of cunning maneuver, and then I also get an extra 1 for having a Galatian champ on the center objective. So the score is 9-4, and we're going to get into your turn. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
I think I'm going to go eye for an eye. I'm going to see if I can just get rid of some of those marauders right there. I think that's a pretty safe move.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Okay, let's do start of hero phase stuff before we do heroic actions.
Okay.
The first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rally those marauders right there. So let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh, we get 1. Cool, I get 1 marauder. I'll put him back real quick. And then while I'm putting the marauder back, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dark Master ability to turn off the scythes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to turn off
ability, or
those
is just
scythes.
an ability?
That's just an ability,
Okay.
once per battle. So every
On a
time,
3-up, right?
in every phase on a 3-up, they can't do anything, yes.
Okay. But I feel like in this case, I'm probably gonna just take Best Day Ever on Drycha and get the +1 to wound, so I can try to get more things through.
Sure, try to get some more damage
Yeah.
through. Sounds good. I think I'm gonna do Finest Hour on my general, just to discourage you from trying to fight him. I was gonna heal him, but I think it's better to have a +1 to save, because he already has a 5-up mortal wound save. So that's what I'm gonna do with him. Yeah, and that's it. We can go ahead and get into your casting.
All right, so cool. So with casting this turn, let's go ahead with Bellicor first and see if he's gonna turn my sights off.
Yes.
So yes, they're not doing anything this turn. So we'll start with that. We'll use our 3d6 cast here.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll use our 3d6 cast here, and then we're going to re-roll that with our dwindling ability into an 11, 12. We will take a 12. So
12. Okay.
2,
I
4.
cannot unbind that. Let's start with the general.
Let's start with the general.
If I roll a 2-up, he ignores it.
Okay,
He ignores
so he's not
it.
gonna worry about
Let's
that.
go
We'll
to
with the
Marauders.
All right, the Marauders are going to take 1, 2. So
Okay.
we're halfway there. Really wanted to kill him the whole time, but you know. We'll go with the Sorcerer's Lord. And he's going to take 1, 2, 3.
Dead.
4.
Dead.
Okay. Chosen. Chosen are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, this one takes a wound and dies, this one dies, and this one dies.
Okay, and then the Marauders there in the front as well. We'll take 1, 2, 2.
Okay. You just spike with on the
Spike
Chosen,
on
of
the
course,
Chosen,
which
which is
are like the
perfect
best.
for this turn too.
Such a good spell.
All right. Might as well go with Spite Swarm Hive again. I need to get that out in case I'm using it, and that's a 3, 4. Does not go off on a 4.
What are you gonna do, Drycha?
Drycha's gonna go ahead and Mystic Shield herself.
Okay.
For a 6, 7, yes.
She gets +1 to cast?
6, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna try to unbind that with Bellicor. Unbound with an 11.
Okay. The Tree Lord Ancient's gonna try to get regrowth off on a 5. And we're getting it, not getting it. Oh, 4, 5 from the Arcane.
Oh, you sneaky! I'm in range though, so let's try to unbind
All you gotta do
it.
is roll higher than a 5. There we go.
Okay.
There's an 8. Okay.
All
so
right. No
big
regrowth.
spell casting this time, which is not good.
Drycha did heal 1.
Yep, she did
at the
heal
start
1.
of your turn. You
And
got the
then-
important spell off though.
Yep. That goes off on a 9.
No unbinds.
No unbind.
So wild form
we'll
goes
get,
off.
+2 to charge to these guys. Because even if we do get into a situation where you fail on the charge, I can at least get them in.
Yep, absolutely. Okay.
So we'll give a +2 to those guys on the charge, just in case this turn.
Sounds good. Let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what Steven did. All right, Steven, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Tree Revenants.
All right, so I got the Tree Revenants. I just teleported out of the way here. I didn't want to get them into combat. Maybe I go the double, and I can move into some stuff here. Warsong Revenant just kind of moved over this way, got out of combat. Everything else stayed still. Bellicor stopped the sides from doing what they were able to do. So
Yep, they weren't unable to move.
Yep.
The
little
Battle
mushroom guy-
Mage, which
little mushroom guy just ran out again.
that's smash that like button if you think that's the coolest Battle Mage you've ever
Look,
seen.
you can like,
The
see his little butt and everything.
Yeah, he's not even wearing any pants.
Nope, no pants.
I love him. Okay, let's go ahead and get set up for shooting. Okay, so Steven is going to shoot with Drycha. She's still embittered, so she has 20 of these missile shots. Mortals on 6s. I think I will do an all-out D right here, so I'm down to 1 command point.
All right. So we are going to go 3s and 3s. Yeah, 3s and 3s. We'll just stick with that. And then we'll go 6s are mortals. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 mortals.
Okay, I got those set off to the side.
And then we'll pull out these things that are not 3s.
Why can't you roll more 3s, Sylvaneth dice?
Why can't all those 5s?
I always feel bad when I give you dice to use when you come on the channel, and then if they don't roll good, I'm like, oh, sorry, bro.
And then we're going to go 3s again. Yeah, your dice always roll great for me. So we're going to go 2,
Yeah.
4, 6 out of -1.
Yep, you can get these dice at baronofdice.com. It's my shameless plug. Okay, 3s. I fail 3.
That's a damage apiece.
That's a
on
dead
those.
horse. And then I've
And
got
then-
3 mortal wounds. Let's see if I have another dead horse on my hands. I do not.
Okay.
1 takes 2 wounds and 1 dies. Oh, 1 had 2 wounds, so
Oh.
1 dies. And then another 1 dies.
Okay, we're going to have this Tree Lord Ancient. He's going to fire into those Marauders and just see if we can finish off the last 2. It's 2 attacks, 2s by 3s. We got 1 at -1 into them.
6.
And that is a
Oh!
3 damage.
Dead squad.
So
Eye
we
for
will-
an eye complete.
Eye for an eye complete.
We're set up on the Tree Lord Ancient. He's going to charge. Let's see what happens.
Yep. So he's going to go 6. Okay, and then I need to see if I can do anything with my sides.
Okay,
And
on a 3-up,
crit.
no.
And
Okay.
they're not doing anything.
Sides shall
All right,
stand
so we're
firm.
just looking like 2 different attacks going on right now.
Okay, let's do monstrous actions.
Monstrous actions, okay. I think we're gonna do Strike Last into Helm just because I don't want to have to worry about Helm like doing anything to me.
Okay, gotcha.
That's on a 3-up, we got it.
Okay,
And then
strike last on the Karkadrak,
Yep,
and then we got
we're gonna
Drycha.
roar on Drycha. We got that as well.
Very nice. Okay, you're in good shape. Let's go ahead and, okay, Miss Drycha Hamadreth,
Yep.
or however you say it, is going to fight into the Chaos Knights. I cannot do all-out defense because of Roar, so she's just going to do her thing.
And I think we'll go 3s and 3s. 6s? No 6s.
Lucky roll for Dave.
Lucky roll for Dave. And 3s. And we'll do all of this. That's a 4 at a -1. And then that's our damage apiece, so 3 damage.
Okay,
so
3
another horse
damage.
dead.
That's a
and then we got
horse.
4 attacks. 3s and 3s. And we got 1 at a -2 this time.
We're good
Oh.
on that one. Roll the 6.
And then we will all out defense on Drycha.
You would. I'm still going to put everything into Drycha in the case, in the unlikely event that I push all of my damage through. 4s and 3s, -1, 1.
Finally on your regular profile, you know?
Uh-huh. Okay, make 4 2-up saves.
Okay. -1, right?
Yep.
Oh, because I'm best state ever. And, oh, I should have remembered that because I was on 2s. Oh, we're good on those.
Okay, and then I will fight with, this horse has to fight into the guy.
With the things.
The guy with the thing. So this one's into Drycha, 4s and 4s. Okay, 1 save.
Good.
Okay, and then into the other guy, misses.
All right.
Okay, now you get to fight with your Tree Lord.
We'll pile the Tree Lord around just right there, and I love the Tree Lords. They're just, even your caster variant is just so...
Yeah, they're pretty punchy, and they're just cool. They're just cool models.
Yep. All right, so Sweeping Blows, we got 5 attacks. These are going to be 3s and 3s.
Okay.
It's 4 and 3s and 4 at a -1.
Okay, this is going to be 4s.
And then these are 2 apiece.
Okay, so that's 2 dead horses.
Okay.
I'm going to leave just the banner alive.
And we got 2 with Massive Impelling Talons. These are 2s by 2s. And that is 2 at a -2, and that is 3 damage.
Save 1, fail 1, 3 damage, lights up the squad.
Lights up
nice.
the squad.
You lifted them, very good.
So I lifted those off. I believe that is going to be the end of my turn. So
Sure, but that was good getting rid of those knights. Let's get on the hero cam and score you up.
all right, sounds good.
All right, we are back from Steven's turn. It was pretty strong. You were able to lift the horse squad, which is a big chunk of my army. You were able to kill 3 chosen, but you only scored 3 points because you're kind of still in your deploy.
Yep.
I turned the Scythe off, so that really slowed down your damage output. But Drycha and the Tree Lord did a great amount of damage. They did fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into the roll-off.
Okay. I got a 3 and you got a 6.
Okay, I have to think really hard on this one, guys, because I have the sides turned off right now, so we'll be right back to show you who is going first in Battle Round 3. All right, we are back for Battle Round 3. I decided to give Steven the turn. The reason why is because the sides are still turned off. I'm holding the objectives pretty good, and that gives me a chance to rally some chosen. So a lot of reasons why I'm going to give him the turn. What are you going to do for your battle tactic? By the way, the score is 7-9 right now.
So it's pretty close.
I don't think I said that earlier. Yep, so it's still pretty close. We're going to get into your turn. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
I think I'm going to just do Desecrate Lands. It's pretty easy. It's going to give me some points. I'm behind on points. I need to pick them up.
Heroic actions. I don't think there's any start of phase stuff to do.
We're out of combat this time, so I think I'm going to try to heal Drycha.
Oh, actually, I am going to do a quick rally because that's at the start, right?
Yes,
so
it is.
I'm going to try to rally the chosen. It's on 5s because I'm host of the Ever Chosen.
Oh, got 2 back.
We get a couple chosen back, which is nice.
Okay, and we are Bravery 8 here on me. I rolled a 5, and then let's see if we get the 3. We got 1, so she'll go back to 5.
Just in case you kill my general, I am going to try to generate a command point for this turn. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay. We'll start with spell casting again. We're always just going to start with the bomb spell. I think it's the best one to do right here. We are going to do that on a 3d6, and I think we'll re-roll that 7.
Okay.
And we will go with another 11, 12.
Okay, 12. This time my Karkadrak does not have protection. I'm assuming it doesn't matter which terrain you're going to hit.
Yeah, we're going to choose that tree again.
Okay.
So let's start with the Karkadrak.
Okay.
So 5s and 6s. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 this time on helm.
Okay, let's do 5 up, mortal wound save. Nope.
Okay, we'll take those 3. We'll do the chosen next. Chosen are only going to take 1 this time, didn't spike.
Okay, they've got a 6-up ward because of mystical terrain. They take 1.
Okay. And then we will do those last marauders there. And those marauders will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're
so
dead.
I think we will kill those marauders off.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and do Verdurous Harmony out of Helm.
Okay.
It goes off on we got an 8 on that, so it does go off.
Okay, I will try to unbind Verdurous Harmony.
Okay.
Nope, goes off.
Okay, so D6 wounds. So we will heal 2 to Drycha. She's down to 2 I want to go with Mystic Shield out of Drycha since she can't do Tree Song.
Okay.
I'm going to put on the Ancient. That goes off on an 8.
Is that your last spell?
I have one more out of the Tree Lord Ancient. Oh, out of him. I have the.
Okay, Tree Lord Ancient is out of range, so I'll try to unbind that one. Nope, goes off.
Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to try to get Cogs out because I've been doing this whole time.
Okay.
So Cogs are going out on a 6.
Yep. Cogs come out on an 8.
8.
Before we get into movement, we'll see if the scythes can move.
No,
cannot.
they do not get to move.
We're going to get into movement. We'll be right back to show you what Steven did. Steven, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Tree Revenants.
Tree Revenants are going to just port over here. They decided to do their Desecrate on that land right there.
Easy peasy.
These guys, I got them a little bit closer. I was trying to see if I can get charged in and get on the objective, and then you redeployed about 5 inches back, so that charge is going to be a little harder.
Yep, we got 8-inch charges coming out of both of those guys.
Put me in a precarious spot, but that's fine. They don't do anything anymore because Bellicor. These guys just kind of sit still. There's not really anything they need to do right now, so they're just going to hang out in the back.
All right, let's get set up for shooting. Drycha shooting first.
Yep, Drycha's going to shoot first.
Okay, I'm gonna do all-out defense right now, bringing me down to 1 command point. So I used 1 to redeploy, which he generated. I used another 1 to all-out defense, so I've got 1 left.
Okay, I am going to all-out attack on Drycha.
Okay.
And we're going to go 2s and 3s, 6s are mortals into the carpet draft. We got no mortals, but that's why I wanted to do the
all-out attack, yeah.
And then 3s. All right, so we are looking at 3, 4, 5, 6 at a -1.
Okay, let's go 3s. Take 1.
All right, take 1. All right, that's all her shooting. So we do need to put the Tree Lord into there as well. So we'll just continue on.
Okay, he's in frame, so the Tree Lord's gonna shoot now.
He's got 2 shots, 2s, and then 3s, and then 1 at a -1 as well, I believe.
I failed it.
3 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. So we'll put him at 8. So we'll have to see how we do on some charges.
Yes. Let's get set up for charges. Okay, we're looking at Drycha and the Tree Lord Ancient. They both have 8-inch charges. Who do you want to charge first?
I think we're going to try the Tree Lord Ancient first because it's going to kind of dictate where everything goes.
Okay.
So we need an 8, and we got a 3, and we will definitely just spend our last command point to re-roll that and see if we can get in.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
So that will dictate some things, and if anything, it's going to be a one-on-one versus big boss right here. We'll just come onto this objective.
Okay.
And then let's see what Drycha can do. Drycha's going to go 3 as well. She's not going anywhere. She'll just chill.
Okay.
Monstrous action.
Yeah, let's do monstrous actions.
Monstrous actions. We're just going to go fight last. We don't need to. Well, you have strike first if you charge.
Right, strike first if I charge.
Okay, so I'm going first either way. So we're definitely going to roar you.
Okay, I'm roared.
You're roared, and then we will go into combat. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go into combat.
All right.
Can the Tree Lord take down my general?
This is where that extra rend would have been.
It would have been, yeah,
All
would have been chef's kiss good.
Yep, so we are out of command points, but we are going to go 5 attacks for 5 attacks at 3s and 3s.
This would be a good time for you to not get any attacks through. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
just
I know.
saying.
So we got 3 of them though at -1. And you
dead.
I
failed 1.
Up, so 3 damage.
Yep.
Or 2 damage. Sorry, that's only 2 damage.
2 damage.
But it's enough to kill him.
But it's good enough. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you got my general.
So you got your general. We don't get the objective, which is really what I wanted. I just wanted her to touch that objective a little.
Yeah. It was a good play though. Killing the general is always a good play.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do, so let's get on the hero cam and score Steven up. All right, we are back for the bottom of battle round 3. How many points did you score?
I scored 3 points. I got my back objective. I don't hold that center one, and I got my desecrate.
Yep, so the score is 10-9. We're getting into my turn. I'm gonna call out gaining momentum, and I'm gonna go kill Drycha.
Okay.
She doesn't have best day ever or Mystic Shield, so hopefully I can rend through her 2-up save. That's what I'm gonna do there. For my heroic action, I'm gonna attempt to get a command point on a 2-up from Bellicor. Okay, he gets it.
I'm gonna try to heal Drycha again, since we are not in combat. And that is
how dare
you.
you.
D3 for 1. We
How-
still don't heal her all the way.
How
she just
dare
does
you.
not want to be full health.
She's only suffered 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's go ahead and do some casting. First, I need to see if I'm wholly within 12 of Mr. Bellicor. Looks good.
I'll call that.
Let me get, okay. I was gonna get a closer look, but thank you. 9.
4. We'll re-roll that. Up into a 4.
Okay, so they'll just keep their Mystic Shield on, and then he's going to cast an Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
6.
Yep.
Okay. And you rolled a 5 plus 1 is 6. So
yeah. So
okay,
good
so
either
he
way.
keeps it. Cool. Let's go ahead and get into a very quick movement phase because I have 3 units left on the battlefield, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
All right, Dave, talk me through your movement phase.
I moved within 3 of this overgrown terrain right here with one of my Chaos Warriors.
Okay.
I moved Be'lakor onto the point, so I'm going to continue holding that middle point very hard. And then the Chosen stood perfectly still because I didn't want Drycha to redeploy. I want to be able to charge that 7 inches. I've got a 6-up re-rollable using a command point. And then Steven had a good move. He did roll a 5-inch redeploy with the Tree Lord Ancient to make the Tree Lord Ancient so close to Drycha that if I charge, he might be able to ground kick or stomp me and make me fight last. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and get set up for charges. Be'lakor is going to charge into the Tree Lord Ancient. I need an 8-inch charge.
Huh.
Oh, he gets a 12. Okay.
It's a 12.
Cool. He's going. Okay, Chosen have a 7-inch charge, and I'm +1 because of my drummer, so I need a 6. We're looking for high numbers here. That is a 10.
You are in.
10's good. I'm going to go ahead and get him moved in, and then we'll get started with monstrous actions. Be'lakor is going to, he's sneaking up behind the Tree Lord, if you can see that. He is going to just do Titanic Duel? Titanic Duel.
Yep. So +1. Okay. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just fight last on you because I'd like to try to get those hits in before you. Did not get it.
How about a stomp?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Stomp
yeah,
me, man.
Oh, yeah. So to it, we'll do this. Yep. For D3. Well, there is the first
That's
one.
the
Let's
first
roll
drop dice
slow,
of the
but
game.
I got
Not bad.
3 mortals
You
there.
got the big 3 though, so one guy explodes. I'm going to pile in and fight with the Chosen first.
Okay.
22 attacks, 3s and 3s.
Oh, okay.
And let's use Be'lakor's for all-out attack.
All right.
So 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s, unmodified hit rolls do a mortal wound in addition to normal damage.
Unmodified 6s?
Unmodified 6s do a mortal wound in addition to normal damage.
3, I see here.
And then these 2.
So 4, okay.
5.
5, so she's at 9 already. I mean, that's at the end, but it doesn't, So you've only got to do 1 damage.
Okay, and then 3s.
And in this case, I'm just going to pick these up. I think you're going to do 1 damage. I need 4 ups. -1, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I need 4 ups. And there's 1 right there.
Okay.
Drycha
We got
will
it.
sadly pass.
I did want to say this. I'm going to unleash ruins, so they're going to fight again
Yes.
in this turn. Okay.
Yes, so I do want to attack them. Okay.
Yeah, but their fight lasted, so you still get to swing. I can't all-out defense because I all-out attack, so this is just...
So we're going to do 5 attacks, 2s and 3s. Oh, needed those. And 3s. Wow. We might just lose a Tree Lord too. We got 2 attacks here, 2s and 2s. We got 1 at a -2.
Saved it with 6.
There we go, no damage. He
Okay.
just whiffed entirely. Let's watch what happens.
Let's watch what happens. Be'lakor is going to swing because my other dudes are fight lasted. I have to grab my book, which I walked over to the other side of the room for some reason. Be'lakor is full health, so he's going to fight with his Blade of Shadows. It's 8 attacks.
Okay.
3s, 3s, -2, 2.
3s, 3s, -2, 2.
So it's going to be 2s because I did Titanic Duel.
Yep.
Three at -2.
3 at -2, 2 goes to 4. We'll get all of them.
Very nice. Fell Claw is going to be 2s and 3s.
Nope.
And then Spearing Tail is going to be 2s and 1s. So 1s and 1s. Oh, but 1s don't actually
Ones
wound,
always
guys.
fail, okay.
So that's Be'lakor for
He
you.
lived through Be'lakor.
Yep, now I'm
So
going to
now we got
pile
the
in.
Chosen.
Pile in with the Chosen. Okay, going into the Tree Lord, this is 2s and 3s because we did all out attack. 6s are mortal wound in addition to normal damage.
4 mortals?
5 mortals.
Okay, so we'll take that. We don't have any wards.
And then those are in addition to normal damage, so we'll put those back in, and then we're going to go for 3s. Oh, and you know what? I forgot about their eroding icon too. They would have been -1 to wound and reducing Ren by 1 as well. But nothing hit and wounded, so. 3s? $13 at -1, so you're looking at 3 up saves.
All right, no 1s or 2s. We got 1, 2, 3 more.
Hey, that's 6 damage.
So 11 in total. Oh, 6 damage. So
Yeah, 11 in total. Yeah, you're
11
right.
in total, yeah. All right, we're still alive, still kicking.
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to do one more thing. Let's do Battle Shock.
Okay.
So it's the start of the Battle Shock phase. I'm going to unleash my Arcane Bolt. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
He's still alive.
Still alive.
Okay. And then that's all I wanted to do for Battle Shock. Now we can get on the hero cam. We're back from my turn. It was very close to super productive. I almost got everything I wanted, but I couldn't kill the Tree Lord. He's got 1 wound left. So that's a bummer. But I hold these 2, and I completed my battle tactic of gain momentum.
Yep.
So I got myself 4 points. You went first, so you break ties. Oh,
all right.
Okay.
I think I am going to take this turn.
I feel like you need to take this turn.
I need to take this turn.
So we will be right back for the top of battle round 4, Sylvaneth. It was looking real good for me until I lost that roll off. Top of battle round 4, Sylvaneth. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
I think for my battle tactic, I'm going to take gaining momentum. I'm going to try to see if I can get that center objective finally.
Absolutely, sounds good. So let's go ahead and get into heroic actions. What are you going to do?
Heroic action here, I think, since this is such a clutch thing, I'm going to best day ever on him finally.
For my heroic action, I'm just going to try to, let's see, let's try to get another command point.
Okay.
I get it because my general's dead, and I'm going to give it to Belcor.
All right. Right off the bat, we're going to Vespral Gem on him with regrowth. It's just D6 heal. So we will heal for 5.
Okay.
And we also heal for 1, so we're going to heal for 6. So that's going to put us back down to 7.
7 suffered, very nice.
7 suffered, which is really,
This
really
is
good.
this is my everlasting nightmare with Tree Lords. I cannot kill them. I get them down to like 1 or 2 wounds left, and then they do that. Okay, cool. So his casting is done. You've got 2 casts coming out of the
Revenant. We're obviously going to do our 3d6 one here with a reroll. So that is a 9, 10. I feel pretty comfortable with the 10, actually. I'm just going to take that.
Okay, I'm going to try to unbind this one with Belcor. Oh, with an 8. Not bad. Okay, so 10, it's going to hit
10? It's going to hit
everything.
Everything in the center there. Yeah, everything, yeah. So let's start with the back there.
Okay.
So 5s and 6s. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 mortals.
4 mortals to the
Okay,
warriors.
Chaos Rune Shield for 5s. Okay, I shrug 1, so 2 warriors go down because 1 was wounded.
Okay. We will go into Bellicor next.
Okay.
Bellicor's not happy. He's going to take 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Bellicor takes 3.
And then the Chaos Chosen are going to take 1, 2, 3 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4.
4? Okay,
Yeah, 4.
so 1 has suffered 2. Okay. Oh! Oh!
17.
Okay,
So
yeah, you
down
get an
an
Arcane Bolt. You get an Arcane Bolt. I'll let you have it.
Okay. All right, and then from this little guy here in the back, we'll put that back in there. So that's a 6, 7. Within 12, we're going to give these guys a +3 to charge.
Okay, so 7 plus 1 is
2
an
to
8.
charge. Yes.
So, okay. All I had to do was remember to pile in
onto the
last turn, and I would have unbound that, you
Yes.
guys. So always use your pile-ins, especially if you're trying to get a wizard on an arcane terrain. Anything else?
No, I think that is my hero phase. We are +2 to charge here. We got his casts out. We got his casts out. Yeah, we're good.
All right, we'll be right back to show you what Steven did with movement. Steven, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did starting with the Warsong Revenant.
Oh, Warsong Revenant. I just moving him up here next to the Arcane. I'm all kind of tied up in combat. I don't think anything's going to be moving, so I feel safe with them. We have the Tree Lord Ancient didn't move, he's in combat. These Kurnoth moved there 5. He kind of jumped up a little bit, and then way over in the corner over there, we got some tree revs that are just gonna hold me a grand strategy.
They're doing the best job ever.
As long
They're
as I
doing
can
so
keep
good.
them in your territory and I can get one more unit over there, I'm good.
Okay, the Tree Lord Ancient has 2 big shots. Who is he gonna shoot?
He's gonna shoot the Chosen. We're just gonna keep trying to whittle away at those Chosen.
Okay, I'm gonna use the command point that I generated from Belacor and give him a +1. They also have Mystic Shield, so they'll be saving on 2s.
All right, and I'm just gonna double check so we are on our second bracket now. So we will be going 3s and 3s. And we'll get 1 and 3s. And we'll get 1 at -1. You're
We're
gonna
good.
get it? Okay, cool.
Charges?
Charges. Yeah, we're just gonna move in
Scythes.
with the scythes.
Plus
they're
2,
gonna go
they charge 13 inches. They're
13
in.
inches.
Okay, let's do some monstrous actions. You go first, good friend.
Okay, I think we are going to make those Chosen fight last. Man, 4.
It
And
happens.
They are fighting last.
Okay, Chosens are fighting last. I am going to roar the Scythes.
Okay,
Scythes are roared.
Scythes reward.
Scythes into the Chosen. You did roar the Chosen, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so, oh no, you fight lasted them.
Yeah, fight lasted them, so you do have options here if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my 2 remaining command points to do an all-out defense, plus they have Mystic Shield, and they're reducing your Ren by 1, so I'm going to have a 3-up save against these attacks, and you are -1 to wound.
Are you avoiding Ren 3?
Yes, because I'm +2 to my save, and I reduce Ren by 1.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the eroding icon. That's the ensorcelled banner that I have. Correct, yeah, and then your 3s and 4s, is that right?
3s and 4s.
Okay.
So let's see what we got. 4s. Show me good roll. Oof, that was a hard time to go in, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow.
5 3-ups? I saved them all.
Save them all. Cool.
Okay.
Sights.
Okay, Belacor has to fight. I can't fight the Chosen yet because they're fight last. He has suffered 3 wounds. Let's take a look at his bracket. I'm sure he's not bracketed at 3 wounds, but I still need to look up his war scroll. Where are you, you dirty war scroll? Show yourself! Yeah, let's just put everything into the Tree Lord. He's not gonna act like he's a brawler. I am gonna pile in this time like a smart person.
Okay.
And then, are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Cut that all of the camera.
8 attacks, 3s and 3s. Everything's going into the Tree Lord because I need to mop him up.
Okay.
Okay, make 5 saves at -2.
Okay, 5 saves at -2. I am on my best day ever.
Okay,
So
so
that's
you're
pulling
on
me to a 2
4.
up.
So you're on 4s.
Yes. We'll make all but 2, so 4 damage, right?
That was a 3.
Oh, okay, so
So 6 damage, yeah.
Okay, so we're back up to 13.
Okay, and then 1 Fell Claw, 3 and 3. -1.
3 of them. Got it?
Okay, and then the Spearing Tail, 2 and 2. -3.
So 5. Okay. Got it?
Oh!
Stays around.
Oh! Okay, he's
Another
gonna
turn.
fight.
Okay, and then he will fight. We're just gonna keep going into the Chosen. I know they're really buffed up, but I need to maybe just try to get 1 or 2 killed off, you know? Okay, so we are at 13. So we are at, we have 2 attacks with the sweeping blows on 3s and 3s. So
Okay.
there is nothing. And then we have 2 attacks, 2s, and 5s. No, nothing. Now he will strike and fade.
Oh, you would! You would! Such a good play. I was gonna kill him.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes, you were.
Oh, I hate that so much. Okay, I'm gonna pile in with my Chosen. Now is the Chosen time to go in, guys. Okay, so I piled in because I had to. I took a mortal wound because I piled into some Kurnoth Hunters. So one of the Chosen is dead. So this is gonna be 16 attacks, 3s and 3s. 6s are mortal in addition to normal damage. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, it's about the same. I think you did 3 last time. No, you did 2 last time. I have it over here.
Please. Make yourself 6 saves at -1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to 4s. And we will fail 2 of them.
Okay, so that's 4
2 apiece,
damage.
So 4 damage. So that will, plus the 2 is 6.
So that'll
So
kill
we will
1 and
kill
wound 1.
And wound 1.
All right, end of the turn. It was an interesting one. Let's get on the hero cam and score Steven up. All right, we are back from Steven's turn. It was interesting to say the least. How many points did you score?
I've only scored 1, just a couple unpredictable things that had to happen there. We didn't really do any damage to the Chaos Chosen because they were super buffed up.
Yeah.
So we only killed 1. The Tree Lord Ancient took quite a bit of hits, which meant that at that point I had to strike and fade with Helm, get him out of there. He's at 13 of 14 wounds, I believe, right now,
Yep.
and he's just barely hanging on. So I had to get him out of there, which meant that I lost the objective control. I lost my battle tactic, which was to hold that objective.
Yeah, it was a tough turn. The Chosen are surprisingly tanky with Mystic Shield. You had a tough choice, fight last or roar, and you decided to fight last because they could have killed the Tree Lord, right? So you had a lot of really tough decisions there. We're going to get into my turn now. My battle tactic is going to be desecrate them lands, and I'm going to desecrate them lands right here.
Okay.
And then we'll do heroic actions. I am just going to attempt to get a command point. I don't get one because my general's dead, so I have 1 left, and then on a 2-up, Be'lakor will get 1. He will. And then what are you going to do for your heroic?
I am going to try to heal him. He is bravery too high, so he is not even going to heal.
Not bravery 12.
Not bravery 12.
Okay.
So he's just going to hang in the back right now.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into some casting. I'm going to cast Mystic Shield.
Okay.
I'm +1 finally.
I'm +2.
I hate it. Okay. Mystic Shield on the size, or on my guy. Ooh. 12.
We're going to go re-roll. No.
Okay, so I'm going to give a Mystic Shield to the Chosen. Just keep them buffed up so they're nice and chunky. And then let's go ahead and do Arcane Bolt with his second spell. That's a 6, 7.
That's a 9.
Okay, Unbound. No Mystic Shield, or no Arcane Bolt for me. Okay, well that really dictates some things. I was going to do something amazing if I got that Arcane Bolt off, but now I can't. So we're going to go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what I did. We're back from my turn. I had to make some tough decisions here. I either stayed in with Be'lakor and tried to kill extra Kurnoth hunters, or I retreat, desecrate their lands, and just buckle up and try to hold this objective over here. So that's what I did, because I'm going to score 3 points that way versus 2 if Be'lakor stayed over there and tried to kill some scythes. We'll see how it works out. I am standing on this objective now, but he has his Mushroom Man and his Tree Lord there. That's why it was so sad that I didn't get that Arcane Bolt off in the hero phase, because I would have been able to do some amazing things, but it is what it is. So we're just going to pile in with some Chosen and fight with them. Okay, so Be'lakor retreated onto the terrain, so I'm getting desecrate their lands. I've piled in to fight the Kurnoth hunters. Steven has done an all-out defense, and I've done an all-out attack. We're going to have 16 attacks going into the Kurnoths. This is going to be 2s and 3s. 5 mortal wounds.
Take that Kurnoth.
And 3s. Ten saves.
All right.
-1.
10 saves at -1 puts us back to a 3-up. And we will fail 1, 2 of those. So we will just +5. So we're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7.
Those are 2 damage apiece.
Oh, those are 2 damage.
Yep. So you have 1 more dead Kurnoth to the wound. Yep. And then -1 to wound, so it's going to be 3s and 4s.
3s and 4s.
Nice hit roll.
And 4s. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, 7 at -3, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm +1 to my save from Mystic Shield, and then I'm reducing Ren by 1, so this is going to be 7 at -1 Ren, so we're looking for 4s.
And then those are going to be 2 apiece.
Uh-oh. That's 10 damage. All right, so that's the end of the turn. I did lose the point, which I thought I would. However, I still scored, so let's get on the hero cam and talk about it. Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. I just finished the bottom of Battle Round 4. I scored 3 points. Desecrate them lands.
Yep.
Which I probably should not have retreated with Be'lakor, but I like the idea of it. I actually got more points, but I did lose some Chosen. I had to use my last command point to auto-pass them, which was really sad. You break ties. If you roll a 6, I don't have to roll a dice, and you just make my life really easy.
Ooh, it's a 3 and a 3.
You break ties.
I break ties. I'll
Okay.
keep this going then.
You're alive. So he's going to keep the gravy train rolling. We'll be right back for the top of Battle Round 5, Sylvaneth. All right, we are back for the wrap up. That was an amazing, phenomenal game. Very, very seldom do you see a pure tie happen. I had an absolute blast playing that game.
Oh, I had a wonderful time.
Yeah, we were trying to outmaneuver each other, but we were still like doing plenty of melee output at the same time. Really, really good game. So the final score, 19-19. And let's go ahead and get into the wrap up. I want to talk about your army first because everybody listens to me talk all the time. But tell me about highlights and lowlights for the game, and then let's talk MVPs and LVPs.
All right. Well, I think so. Highlights for the game for me were really the Tree Lord Ancient, like being able to tank like he's intended to. I mean, he was in there with the Chosen, he was in there with Be'lakor. That's a really big highlight for me. I think low points, there were a couple of times where I know I forgot some of my army rolls that probably would have benefited me, but like that's on me. I think the first 2 rounds forgot the best roll gem entirely and just rolled some dice.
Sure, yeah, maybe a strike and fade early game could have helped you a little bit.
I think low lights as well. I mean, I would like to see Drycha do a little bit more, but like you were bringing the heat on me on that one.
I was really gunning for her, and it was either she takes the heat or the Warsong Revenant takes the heat. Once I broke free from the Dryads and was able to get a good charge off with the horses, so I think you played her really, really well. Absolutely.
Yeah. As far as highlights, lowlights, the game was great.
Yeah, that was.
There was back and forth. There were even trades. There were everything flowed. So it didn't feel like when I lost a piece that it was demoralizing. I was like, okay, well, it was fun. MVP.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tree Lord Ancient, like we talked about.
I cannot kill Tree Lords.
Taking some Be'lakor.
Oh yeah.
Just popping back to the back, healing himself back up.
Yeah, he's like, I heal D6 +1 every one of my hero phases. Yeah. I have a really bad history with killing Tree Lords. I lost an RTT against Michael, who we ended up playing on the final table, and his Sylvaneth army, I had to do 6 damage to a Tree Lord with my Bone Reaper army, and I just couldn't do it. I did 5 damage, he's alive on a wound, and I lost by 1 point. So yeah, I feel good taking a draw there because I didn't capitalize on my double turns as much as I would like to. When I went into Drycha the first time, I wasn't able to kill her, which let her kind of run amok for a couple more turns. But I think I played pretty well. 4 out of 5 battle tactics, missed the grand strategy, which is take what's theirs is hard with Slaves of Darkness, but
yeah.
And then who are you going to give LVP to for your army?
I think it's got to go to the sides this round. I mean, they are a powerful unit overall, but going up against Be'lakor, you getting the double, shutting them down. So that's turn 1. So turn 1 they did some damage. Turn 2 nothing. Turn 3 nothing. Turn 4 went into those Chosen that were super buffed up, whiffed on that. So they did turn 1, and that was pretty much it.
Exactly. So their body count is a unit of Marauders and a few horses.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For 500 points.
For 500 points. Yeah. So Be'lakor was a good piece to have. I don't think it was overpowered like a huge counter to your list. You still had plenty of damage output, but it definitely helped me hang throughout the course of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and give MVP to Be'lakor. He survived the whole game. I think it's the first time he's ever survived the whole game. And I
usually gun for him right off the bat.
Right, and I made full use of his ability, and he helped me get a battle tactic. He did great. So he's going to be MVP. I'm going to give LVP to the Sorcerer Lord just because he didn't really get any spells off. I forgot to use Oracular Visions to give a 6-up ward to my Chosen, so I'm actually the LVP, but he actually has an ability that would have helped me out a little bit. And then I'm going to give LVP number 2 to the Chosen because it takes them so long to get in, and like I love the unit so much, but it's a big, slow-moving hammer unit that's 500 points. And if you don't get it in, it just, I mean, sure, if they could have killed Drycha and the Tree Lord, then they would be MVPs right now, but they're going to be dishonorable mention. Let's call that dishonorable mention.
It's like they want to be brutes, but like they don't have the movement. They don't
Right.
have the tricks.
If they had the movement, if they could have like once per battle run and charge, I would take that. I would love that. But yeah, anyway, really, really good game. I really hope that everybody watching enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love having guests on the channel. I love playing with Stephen Newberry. We always have very close competitive games. We're gonna go ahead and snap off for now. We are going to turn back on and play Iron Jaws versus Beastclaw Raiders, which is going to be a really fun destruction match. That is going to be a member-only video, so if you're not a member, please consider joining to get extra content. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us support the channel. And that's it for now. We'll see you in the next battle report.